Hey, I'm making dinner, and I decided to use this time as wisely as I can and just have a discussion with you. And I wanted to talk about, everyone's got different philosophies. Everyone's got different ways to think about things. You know, with this presidential race coming up, kind of made me think about this. I like this candidate, I like that candidate because of different philosophies. And there's a bunch of different philosophies when it comes to being healthy. There's lots of shades of veganism, if I can say veganism. There's lots of shades of eating healthy. And I think that I'm becoming more and more comfortable with my particular philosophies and my shades of being plant-based. And I think it's a good thing to say this to people because A, it gets my opinions out there and it gets my philosophies out there. And B, more people can actually say, you know what? I like that. I'm going to adopt that as well. And they don't have to feel shamed. And you'll know what I mean when I explain it. Okay, philosophies. Here we go. I try not to use or describe myself as a vegan. And the reason why is because I'm not super strict. I'm strict on eating plants, whole plants like this sweet potato. But what I've explained to people in the past many times is if I go out to a restaurant, if Lauren and I go out to a restaurant once a week, or we'll say once a month, and I order the spaghetti, which pretty much is the only thing I can get out at restaurants, that's semi-plant-based, that's not either a hamburger or a steak or a salad. I usually get spaghetti, and if it happens to be a spaghetti marinara and the chef just happens to sprinkle some Parmesan cheese on the spaghetti, I'm not going to send it back. I'm not going to sweat it because it's such a minuscule amount of calories that I think to myself, is that going to impact my health? The answer is no, it's not. Something like 5% of your calories can come from animal products without there actually being a measurable detrimental effect to one's body. But am I anywhere close to 5% of my calories coming from animal products? No, not even close. And you can do the math yourself. Think about how many calories you eat a day. Think about how many times you maybe go out to eat. And if there happens to be, that's not guaranteeing if there's an animal product in your dish, like Parmesan cheese on a spaghetti dish. If there happens to be animal products, how many calories is that? Maybe 100. Maybe 100 if they sprinkle a little Parmesan cheese. How many calories do I eat in a month? 30,000? 3,000 times 10 days. No, it's 90,000. So 90,000 calories in a month. And 100 of those are from animal products. What percentage is that? I can't really do it in my head, but it's not very much. So that's kind of where I'm coming from, guys. All of the food that I buy, all the food that Lauren and I buy from the grocery store is all whole plant foods. It's all vegan. But we don't sweat the little stuff. Now, there's a lot of people out there who might sweat that, and I have no problem with that. That's your life, and that's your diet, and that's your choice, and that's fine. But just all I ask is that you respect mine, in that I'm not what I would call sort of a hardcore vegan. Do I like animals? Yes. Would I rather pet a cow or a pig than eat it? Yes, most definitely. But, something like that, I'm not going to sweat it because it's more work for the cook, it wastes food, and really, in the end, it's not that more unhealthy than not eating it in the first place. Plus, it's just making more stress. It's just making you stressful. It's working you up. I don't want to incur that kind of stress on a day-to-day basis from worrying about, oh, is there Parmesan cheese in this? Is there some sort of hidden animal fat or animal product? I don't want to stress about that. So that's my personal philosophy. 99.99% of the food that I eat, that I put into my belly, is whole plant foods like these potatoes that we're making right now. But if there happens to be a dish that we eat out at a restaurant and it has animal products in it, like a Parmesan cheese, it's not a big deal. So the point being is, you can follow other people on YouTube and social media and adopt their philosophies, but just respect those with other philosophies. And don't be afraid to march to the beat of your own drum and be your own person and develop your own philosophies the way you want to live. Be your own person, but stay healthy. Stay plant-based. Stay away from animal products as much as I gotta go. Mom's home. I gotta go. Take care, guys. Stay healthy.